IBM sees flash as now working for every primary storage workloads. Okay, the cost of flash is right where disk is. There's benefits in your data center or your cloud, whichever configuration you have, extending to power, rack, stack, floor, server infrastructure. No longer do you need to buy a $5 or $6 million array, short stroke the hard drives, try to get 200,000 IOPS if you need performance, and maybe 3 milliseconds of latency. Single flash system 900, 1 million, and we could aggregate them, 100 microseconds. $300,000. 6 million versus 300,000. So that's a great application workload and use case, and in this case it's way cheaper and it has impact on power, rack, stack, floor, server infrastructure, whether you be cloud-based or whether you be traditional-based. We've got big data analytics with our Deep Flash 150 plus our Spectrum Scale. So ideal for big data and analytic workloads. Spectrum Scale has close to 5,000 customers globally, everything from the traditional HPC market to now what I call enterprise HPC, doing analytics for global enterprises with our Deep Flash 150. We extended all flash to our mainframe attached, to the DS8888, so our mainframe attached, ZOS integration, all the benefits that you've got there, and we've brought it down to lower price points. So with the StoreWise family, and then of course the StoreWise family and the V9000 available in VersaStack. So our view, and what we're getting feedback from customers and from our channel partners, is flash for all primary storage workloads. Big data analytics, mainframe attached. We have multiple price points, so whatever your workload application or use case, and whatever your price point is. We have very expensive flash, just like we had very expensive hard drive arrays. We have very low cost flash. Our lowest cost all flash array, $19,000 street price, fully rated. Now that's very cost effective. No, actually, when you're comparing it to 15,000 RPM drives, it's literally a toe-to-toe cost per gigabyte. You look at usable effective capacity, we have block level dedupe, we have real-time compression, it's not post-compression like on a hard drive array. And when you look at a hard drive array with 15,000 RPM drives or a hybrid array compared to an all-flash array at effective usable capacity, it's the same price. Now when you look at 7,200 RPM drives, obviously for active archiving, different story. But our Deep Flash 150 with Spectrum Scale can get as low as 80 cents a gig. Right now it depends on the configuration. We've got fiber channel inside, we've got SATA SAS inside at 12 gig in certain configurations. We are looking at NVMe as an internal play. Obviously to the host or out to the switch environment, we already have, of course, InfiniBand support for some of the products, fiber channel support, FICON support, and iSCSI support. So a broad range to go out to the network, or if you want to do direct attach, do it that way, we've got that as well. And then obviously with our Spectrum family, Spectrum Virtualize, Spectrum Accelerate, we support flash that's in servers that we don't sell. The flash can come from our reseller. You put it in your HP server, your Dell server, your Cisco server. Spectrum Accelerate can create a giant scale-out grid cluster full with data services, snapshot, replication, etc. And Spectrum Virtualize allows you to do the same thing, but it also happens to work with over 400 arrays that aren't IBM logoed, and we will encrypt that data on those other arrays, we'll migrate that data on the other arrays, one way to snapshot, one way to replicate. So when you're a larger company that is heterogeneous in nature, we can handle all your gear, and that's software only. So in that configuration, using whatever flash you buy from any of our competitors, or whether you just buy flash in your servers, and we can turn that into arrays with either Spectrum Virtualized software only or Spectrum Accelerate. So lots of different ways to do flash from IBM. We would absolutely agree with that. That's where Spectrum Virtualized, for example, can come in. It will create a storage virtualization layer for all your old arrays, be they IBM arrays and up to 400 competitors. So you have one way to snapshot, one way to replicate, one set of operational processes, one license, and by the way, the license doesn't equal 3 replication licenses. So if the end user's got 3 different vendors, we don't charge them 3 replication licenses, we charge them 1 that is price competitive with the other guys, except you only need 1 instead of 3. So one set of training, one set of processes, one way to do anything. So incredible operational efficiency. Spectrum Virtualized allows you to use all those old arrays. If you want to put flash in servers, it allows you to do that. If you want to hook up to a fiber channel connect, if you want to hook up to an iSCSI connect and go traditional switching, we're fine with that. And a whole bunch of our products automatically tier to the cloud and can see clouds as target devices. So you can go from on-premises, hybrid cloud configuration, you have some things on-premise, and bingo, you send other things out to the cloud, and you can do that. Spectrum Protect for backup, Spectrum Accelerate can do that. It can replicate to XIV that's remote, or an instantiation that's another one so of XIV. So the reality is we have a number of different ways to have, if you will, a hybrid cloud configuration with that virtualization layer and protect that installed base of investment and not have those silos. So Virtualize allows you to do that in a very robust manner. There's been 2 tracks of upheaval in the storage market that's benefited us. One has been this whole move to software-defined, converged, and cloud. We allowed our customers to buy a cloud-only instantiation if they want, a software-defined only instantiation if they want, or a full array if they want. And for big global enterprises, we have one division that's software only, another division has an array, and another division bought a cloud configuration. So we're the only vendor that can do that. So that change has been to our advantage. We're riding the wave. We're not fighting the wave. We're embracing software-defined, we're embracing flash, we're embracing all the new ways and making sure that we can deliver that. So A, that gives us a big advantage. Second advantage is that the upheaval in the market with all these change with other guys in the space has been to our advantage. So for example, the guys in Hopkinton merging with the guys in Austin, and I used to work for the guys in Hopkinton, as you know, the big issue has been the change in support and service. The guys in Hopkinton were well regarded for that in the enterprise. Very close to us. We have the best reputation when you look out there, but they were a close second on storage. But the other guys out of Texas, their reputation in the server world is mediocre support and service. So people are very worried about that, right? And obviously a lot of product is sold direct, but a lot of product, even in large accounts, is sold through the channel. And that company in Texas has not been very channel friendly in its history, so channel partners want someone they can rely on. So A, we have a technical and workload application upheaval that's been to our benefit because we have cloud, we have software only, and we still have full arrays, and they all work together, by the way. And this vendor upheaval has worked to our advantage. So in fact, last week, one of the other analyst firms, IDC, which does all of the number side of the analysts community, came out with their storage systems numbers and their storage software numbers. We're a full, complete vendor. We're not systems only, and we're not software only. So when you add it together, we are the #2 storage company in the world again for the 5th year in a row. So we continue to be the #2 storage company. We do try harder. We are the Avis of the storage business, but we're riding these new waves of technology, software-defined, cloud storage, and traditional array, and embracing things like hybrid cloud. That's what we're doing. We are doing that, and then of course with all these changes with the competition, it's been to our benefit. So it's been very, very good this year, and we see it as being very, very good next year as well.